Hello and welcome to another episode of EVA India Insights podcast. I'm your host Pallavi, and today we're exploring employment linked incentives, an increasingly important part of India's employment policy landscape. Joining me is Puneet Gupta, partner with EY India, who brings deep expertise in labor regulations, statutory compliance, and employee relations. Puneet, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Pallavi. Glad to be here.
Thank you. To start off with a very basic question, Puneet, who is covered under these employment linked incentive schemes?
Sure. So the government have announced two new schemes effective 1st August 2025. These were announcements made on 1st July this year. They're calling it Scheme A and Scheme B. Scheme A covers first-time employees. So employees who join PF membership for the first time on or after 1st August 2025 and are on gross wage up to 1 lakh rupees per month are covered under Scheme A and they will get incentive under Scheme A. Scheme B covers employers that are hiring additional employees. So employees who are adding to their headcount, again employees with up to 1 lakh rupees per month gross wages, such employers are eligible for incentive under Scheme B. So while the schemes are applicable for all sectors throughout the country, Scheme A focused on first-time employees and Scheme B focused on employers hiring additional employees.
Thank you, Puneet. Moving on, what is the incentive that employers actually receive under these schemes?
Sure. So like Scheme A, incentive available for first-time employees. The amount of incentive will be 1 month EPF wages, subject to a maximum of 15,000 rupees per employee. An employee will get this incentive over two installments. Scheme B, where incentive goes to employers, the amount of incentive, it's a slab-driven incentive, but the maximum incentive will be 3,000 rupees per employee per month. An employer in manufacturing sector will get this incentive for 4 years. An employer in non-manufacturing sector will get this incentive for 2 year period.
Thank you, Puneet. Now, as every policy comes with a few conditions, what are the underlying eligibility conditions that employers must meet to avail these incentive schemes?
Sure. So I'll focus on Scheme B, where incentive goes to employers. The two main conditions for employers to avail incentive under this scheme are one, that employees should be on gross wage up to 1 lakh rupees per month. And second, employers should be hiring additional employees. So they will consider employees headcount between 1st August 2024 to 31st July 2025, average of employee headcount during this period as the baseline. And employers who are hiring additional employees over and above the baseline and employees with gross wage up to 1 lakh rupees per month are eligible for incentive under Scheme B. So the two main conditions for employers are one, that employees should be on gross wage up to 1 lakh rupees per month, and second, employees should be additional employees, additional headcount engaged in that organization.
Thank you, Puneet. Now, with respect to the time frame, what is the duration of these schemes and the period?
Good. So both schemes are applicable for jobs created between 1st August 2025 to 31st July 2027. So all first-time employees under Scheme A and all additional hires in Scheme B hired between this period, 1st August 25 to 31st July 27, are covered under this scheme. Under Scheme A, incentive will be given in two installments after 6 months and 12 months of employment to the employee. In Scheme B, employers will get incentive after every 6 months, but for 2 years for employees in non-manufacturing sector and for 4 years for employees in manufacturing sector. So if, say you have employee who joined in July 27 in a service company, that organization probably will get incentive till June of 2029.
Thank you, Puneet. Finally, from a business planning standpoint of view, what is the estimated quantum of benefits that an organization can expect under these schemes?
Sure. So the final incentive amount will, of course, be dependent on multiple factors, which is the employees that is considered as the baseline? What are the net additional hires? For how long are the net additional hires working? But let's say on a broad basis, an organization has hired 1,000 additional employees. For non-manufacturing sector, the total incentive for the company could be up to 7.2 crores. And for 1,000 additional employees in manufacturing sector, the incentive can be as high as 14.4 crores. And obviously this can increase multifold if we're hiring additional employees more than 1,000 every year. So there's some very good incentive on the table for employers that are looking at mass scale additional hiring over next 2 year period.
Thank you, Puneet. This has been a very insightful conversation. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your valuable perspective.
My pleasure, Pallavi. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And to all our listeners, that's all for today's episode of EVA India Insights podcast. Stay tuned for more conversations with our experts on the trends shaping the world of work and business. Until next time, this is Pallavi signing off.